Black, 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 black. Let's do this. Welcome to Whisky Riffs. I'm Kevin, and today we're going to taste Ardbeg Blaaack. It's a committee release, 20th anniversary for Ardbeg, and they have called it Black because it has special casking. It's made with Pinot Noir casks, all the way from New Zealand, and much like Islay, New Zealand has about a 7-to-1 ratio of sheep to people. So they decided we're going to do this year's committee release with that special casking and honor those wonderful sheep that keep the islands, both southern and northern, in great shape. Now, as a committee release, these are hard to get. You can't just get them any time of the year at any shop. They're not widely distributed. The Ardbeg Committee is an interesting establishment. They created it in the year 2000, so it's 20 years old. It's weird to have Islay, which has about 3,000 people on it, have over 140 whiskey committees on this island. They're very devoted to the lovely spirit of whiskey. And Ardbeg is the biggest committee of all of them. You can go on the website and join the committee. It's no big deal. I have, of course, I love Ardbeg. And their current committee membership worldwide is over 120,000 people. So I love this little statement on the back of their box. Curiously, recent, very unscientific research has concluded that the average Ardbeg committee member has no less than 7 Ardbeg bottlings in their possession, continuing the 7-to-1 phenomenon, which demonstrates that our Ardbegian flock is determined to remain dedicated to preserving the inimitable taste of Ardbeg for another 20 years, by hook or by crook. So basically, it's an annual bottling that is celebrating what makes Ardbeg so special. And we need to taste it and find out exactly why this bottling is special. So let's dig in. Got that typical memorable Ardbeg smell. Got the smoke and the ash, kind of sooty smell, a little sweetness on there. I think the Pinot Noir casking is giving it some nice dried fruit smells. It's not as intense. I believe this is a 46% ABV, and that means it's at the lower end of some of the Ardbeg lineups. Wow, that is Ardbeg. You can I can always tell Ardbeg because I get that immediate campfire, little bit of brine, that ash, that soot, that Islay seashore taste right away. But this has a much different finish on it. It brings in a bitter fruit, a bitter cherry taste to it. definitely can tell that this has a wine influence. The Pinot Noir is affecting it greatly. Much different than a sherry finish that you get on like their Ugidal. This is like mixing a smoky peaty whiskey with a Pinot Noir and bouncing back and forth between the two flavor profiles. It's really interesting. There's a lot of different flavors in there. I'm getting the dried fruit. I'm getting the that smoke, and I'm getting that wine finish. I'm really impressed by this release. As I said, this is hard to get, so I didn't think I was going to get a bottle. I tried in my normal spots online, and I thought, well, it'll be easier to get online because locally I'm probably not going to be able to get this. But as it turns out, I got this locally at my K&L shop, and it was $120, which really is not bad for a bottling that is hard to get on a regular basis. They're trying to celebrate Ardbeg. They did a really wonderful job with it. It's a nice influence. It certainly separates it from the other ones. It's not as intense as an Ardbeg 10. It still has that peaty, smoky edge to it, but overall it's much more palatable, especially if you like a drier wine. It's got that influence. Let's go ahead and add some water to this and see what that does to it. Now I think that we'll add a little bit more on this one because it is a sturdy whiskey. Certainly not a high proof, but I believe that the Islay whiskeys can take water usually better than other ones. Brightened up the nose, got more perfumey. A little bit of citrus on the nose with the water added. Really tamed down the taste. It's not bad, but that edge is off, and that was for this pour of a glass, that was 2 milliliters of water. So I didn't really drown it in water, but I can definitely tell that we have a quieting of the smoke. So who's the right customer for Ardbeg Blaaack? Well, if you can get your hands on it, I think anybody that enjoys Ardbeg is a good customer for Ardbeg Blaaack. It is classic Ardbeg with that nice nuanced flavor of the Pinot Noir, and it fits the profile. It is unique, and it's a bit of a collector's item. So if you can get a bottle, fantastic idea. Go get it. If you're an Ardbeg fan, definitely get a bottle. Now I think every year, because committee releases are so rare, it's going to be my mission to grab one of these. And you know, as an Ardbeg fan, I think that's my duty. I feel as a committee member, I have to do this. So if you like Ardbeg, this could be yours. I mean, not this bottle. This is mine. I spent my own money on it. They're hard to get. Well, get your own bottle. It's really good. Well, I'm impressed with Ardbeg. Again, they continue to be my favorite brand of Islay whiskey because they have a nice variety. They're very consistent. I can definitely pick them out of a crowd when I'm tasting different Islay whiskeys even. In fact, for my next video, I've gathered together 3 young Islay whiskeys, and I may stick another one in there too. And I'm thinking of doing a blind taste test for them to test my skills. What do you think? Let me know in the comments if you, what format you'd like me to do with those 3 young Islay whiskeys. Hope everyone's taking care of themselves. I know this pandemic's still ongoing. It's interrupted some of my recording schedules, so I apologize if I haven't had any videos recently. Do please like and subscribe if you've enjoyed this video, and bang the bell so you get notified when I have my next video out, which should be quicker than my last one. So until our next video, take care of yourself and cheers.